Good job, good job, good job. Good, good, good. Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Tech to Therapy, where I talk about my transition working at startups and now becoming a mental health therapist. And today I'm going to do a March plan with me. So that means I'm going to start off doing a reflection of February, just like overview of how that went. I'll talk about my specific February goals. Remember, these are my winter goals. And then I'll show you how I set up my journal. And then last, I'll talk about my March goals, aka my spring goals. Okay, so for February, I felt like February was just like an okay month. Like January felt like a runner's high. Like I had just had so much energy that I wasn't used to. And also like, it just, you know, like the runner's high, you just like have like all these like endorphins, right? You have all these feel-good chemicals that are going around you and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this, woo, yay, 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 yay. And then February was like, okay, that's over now. I'm just kind of back to my normal life. So I feel like it started around mid-February where I was like, okay, I'm back to my usual self a little bit. If January was like a vibrant color, like orange, pink, yellow, that's like what I associate like really like feel good, energetic colors. February was like a green, like a light, solid green. Like it wasn't bad, but I was just like kind of like going with the flow. And I think part of the reason was like I didn't have as much time to be reflective, so I didn't journal as much, I didn't meditate as much, and I feel like that kind of gets me a little out of touch with how I'm doing. And that I think that's associated with like this feeling of like, ooh, like kind of just like going down a little bit. Yeah, and speaking of different colors that I associate with different months, let's talk about my mood blanket. So this is what it looks like right now. I don't know if you like, maybe you feel like it hasn't gotten any bigger, and I also kind of feel that way, but I think I've added like 2 rows-ish almost. And you can see this like streak of like pink right here. Pink is like pleasant, high energy, pleasant emotions. So see all these pink here, I think that's like January, February, early February times. And then there's just like sprinkles of like light blue, light green, which is like, oh, feeling like slightly unpleasant or like slightly pleasant, just like lower energy stuff. So that's like all this. Yeah, this is how we're doing, and I'll show you how I track my mood. It's in my journal, and I'll show you later. Oh yeah. So that's my mood blanket. Okay, and then now let's talk about February goals. So just as a reminder, February is the last winter month for me. So my winter goals were weightlifting twice a week and uploading a YouTube video once a week. So let's talk about weightlifting first, because I can go on and on about weightlifting. So to keep it short, with weightlifting, I feel like I have been improving very slowly this month. Yes, so some of the things that I've noticed. One, going to the gym has felt more like a habit. So even though my brain is like, oh, I don't want to go, my body's just like, okay, like getting ready, like changing, brushing teeth, and like driving to the gym. Like I feel like if I don't, it's just like become a habit. So even if I don't really want to go to the gym, I just like end up there somehow, which is great. So that's something that I noticed that has changed too. Some of my movements, I feel like I have more like, what's the word? Like not intensity, but like speed to it, like a quickness to it that I didn't have before, which I think comes with like my body getting used to it and like feeling more confident that I can like do some of these weights, or maybe it has something to do with me getting stronger. And then I'm just kind of thinking if like this gym that I keep going to, so I go to Crunch once a week to just practice on my own, and then I go to like a weightlifting, Olympic weightlifting gym where there's like a coach and there's like a group of like 8 people. We just like take turns and the coach kind of like coaches us. And I just like don't really know if this gym is the best for me. I don't know, I'm like kind of have mixed feelings about the coaches there. Yeah, I think it's because like the coaches at this gym are very like, you got it, just push through, like you can do it, like just go with it, don't listen to your head. And I'm just like, oh wow, this is like so not how I like, yeah, like get over my mental block. I don't just like push through it. So it's just like, is it really working with me right now? So I'm thinking of going to a gym that's a little further away that I used to go to maybe like 5 years ago. And I'm gonna just try it out for a couple sessions or a month or so and then see if I like that coach more. I just like really want coaching on like this mental block that I keep getting, and I feel like my coaches at my current gym are also just getting frustrated with me, and I'm also getting frustrated with me. I'm like, this is like going nowhere. So I'm gonna try a different gym to see if it changes anything. So that's kind of how my weightlifting has been going. And then YouTube video. Okay, so I have been uploading every week. Also, I feel like I should pat myself on the back because I have been doing these goals that I have set for myself. So I don't think I've missed going to the gym, and I don't think I have missed, like, I missed uploading a YouTube video. So good job, good job, good job. Good. Okay, so for YouTube videos, I think this one that I create right now is like my 26th video that I have ever made, which is great. And I feel like I have made so much more. Like I feel like I've put so much time into editing and recording and all these things. And so I'm like, I can't believe I've only made 26. But you know, 26 is good. 26 is definitely good. I can definitely see the changes I've made in my editing, my thumbnails, how I speak to the camera. Like I feel like I'm so early on in like uploading and making videos that like there's a lot of like changes going on. So that's like really fun to see. And I feel like there's so much to improve on, which is on some days it's like, oh my God, it's so bad. And then other days I'm like, wow, this is like so fun. Like I can just like pick anything and I can like I can just like put more effort into improving that little thing, and it's gonna improve because like, you know, I'm a beginner. So like if it's not that hard, like, you know, whatever. What is this? Exponential. It feels like a little exponentially right now with my improvement of making YouTube videos. So recently I've been more into taking time on my thumbnails. So I've switched from Canva to Photoshop, which has been good. And it is a steep learning curve on Photoshop. Like everybody says, there's so much you can do. So I've been just trying to get used to like the 5 different tools I use and just like, yeah, having fun with it. If you haven't noticed, I've been flipping through, I mean, you have definitely noticed, I have been flipping through my February journal pages just like to show you what my journal looks like. And now I'm gonna plan out my March spread. So my calendar view and my goals tracking. I kind of want to change it this time, but I don't really know how I want to change it. So I'll think about that while I journal. Okay, and I'm back now to talk about my March goals, which are the beginning of my spring goals. Just a reminder, I'm doing like seasonal goals, so every 3 months I'm going to change my goals. So winter, I have my 2 goals, weightlifting, YouTube. So I'm just going to add to my winter goals. So I'm going to keep weightlifting twice a week, uploading a YouTube video once a week, and then I want to do something with grounding myself, so like journaling. But I think I want to keep it open-ended enough that if I don't want to journal and I just want to like do yoga, or I want to just like meditate. Like that's also an option. So I'm gonna call this goal like 30-minute quiet time in the morning. Yeah, usually for me this means like going outside on my balcony and just like staring off into the distance, or journaling. There's like this like dancing thing, YouTube thing. I can link below. I love it. Use it in a presentation for one of my grad classes. Oh my gosh. Graduate classes, and I continue to like it because it helps me just like feel better in my body. It's like an exercise from a somatic therapist. But anyways, those are some options of like what I mean by quiet time. It's really important for me to not play any music, not have any TV in the background, like literally nothing in the background. And that's like the only rule I have for myself in this like quiet 30-minute time. And then I think my goal is to do this like
twice a week. Twice a week.
It might be a little hard.
Yeah, twice a week. I guess it doesn't have to be in the morning. I can also do like anytime.
That makes me feel better. Yeah, twice a week, just like 30 minutes of quiet time where I kind of take time for myself. So that's the new goal that I'm gonna add to my spring seasonal goals. And I'll see you next time. In a month, I will review my new goals, and hopefully I have amazing things to say and I'm flourishing. But you know, maybe I'm not, and that's also okay, but I will nonetheless see you in a month. Okay, bye.